really freaked me out. That still exists. I can still feel it. So I know it's there. I still communicate with parts of it sometimes. So maybe I'm just not meant to be a part of the human world. So why engage? If I'm already in it and I don't feel like I'm seen, heard, understood, engaging in it, like I could literally still deal with this feeling where I believe I'm a ghost. Like I keep thinking back to this moment of when would I have died? Because like literally I could be sitting there on the sidewalk and not even like, you know how you go out and you see like a homeless person and you pretend they don't exist, so you just don't look at them and you avoid them. Like I do this thing where if I feel like I can feel a person's energy, I will walk away. Like I don't know if it's subconscious or not, but I feel like I'm very subtly affected by energies. So if somebody's walking too close to me or they're too in my radius, I will like curve around them. It's weird. Like I don't know if people pick up on that. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm avoiding them. It's just an automatic thing that happens. I'm not saying I instantly do that with homeless people. I feel like I have a weird relationship with homeless people. I try to engage with them. Why am I trying to validate my feelings? I don't know, I just feel weird. I just feel weird and attacked because people keep telling me to go through life alone. But, you know how when you try to avoid people, or like you see somebody you don't like, I just use homeless people because most people try to avoid homeless people. But you know how when you see someone you really don't like, so you want to pretend you don't see them, so you just completely ignore them. But at the same time, you're not gonna like try to walk through them like they don't exist or something. Like that's how people are with me. Like they don't avoid me. They will literally try to walk through me like I'm not even there. And it doesn't even matter if I'm like on my bike or anything. Like I can't tell you how many times I've whipped around the corner to my block and there's a funeral home. So some days you will turn that corner and bam, there are suddenly like 50 people standing right there just in the middle of the block, coagulated like they are trying to cause a heart attack. This is why you can't trust humans as blood. If a group of people are like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we became your blood cells? Fucking say no, because they will give you a heart attack. First fucking thing. Humans love coagulating. And they will see me coming. They will make eye contact. They will look up from their conversation to be like, what is that loud sound that a fucking skateboard makes? Because you hear me coming before I turn that corner. Or I will literally yell, excuse me, when I'm on my bike. And they will look me dead in the eye and go right back to their conversations. Like I'm not barreling towards them. And it's not like I can like go around them. So I would just like hop right off the fucking skateboard. Right in your face. And if you get hit with a fucking skateboard, that is all on you for being fucking stupid and not trying to stay out of danger. I mean, yes, I shouldn't be on the sidewalk, but if you see something coming, why are you just gonna let it hit you? Or, you know, I'll just be sitting places and then people will like literally step over my legs because they felt the need to come all the way to where I was. People literally gravitate towards me for some reason. I don't know why. It's literally one of the reasons why I have to wear a face mask when I go out. Because I could literally be standing in a corner far away from the action and somebody will decide to come and stand right next to me for no reason. They don't like engage. They just wanted to stand next to me. They just want to be close to me, like that woman and her child. Why? There's literally a person squatting on the ground next to the door. Why do you want to stand in front of the door? And then they move closer to me and I'm like, is it really that important to be so close to me? Because you were in the worst spot possible. You were in the middle of the sidewalk in front of a door. You could be on the other side of the door. You know? Where the line forms. Why are you here next to me? This is why I have to wear masks. I will literally, like, put my bike somewhere. And people would be like, oh, a bike. Let me stand next to it. And I'm like, why? Why? Because now I'm going to think you're trying to steal my bike. And are you? I don't know. Fucking I don't know. But if you're sitting there, standing next to my bike, looking around, how am I supposed to feel? Like I'm going to have to come out and hit you with my brake. Not my brake. My lock. I always say brake. It's not a brake. Because it's a big ass chain. Hey, Cthulhu. But anyway. I guess the idea isn't even that scary anymore. When I think about, like, the silence of the world, that scares me. Because then my thoughts go wild. And there's so much there. I can't find a good angle. I feel like every angle, I just look terrible. The idea of the silence makes me nervous. It's not... That works for me. It's not being alone that bothers me. I don't know, I guess I get attacked a lot, so the idea of not having anywhere to run is scary, but like, I didn't have anywhere to run when my parents were attacking me. I can't say I turned out fine, but I didn't die. Well, I kinda died, but I shook that zombie body off. Yeah, it was with the help of another, but, you know, I guess I can't get traumatized if I'm not exposed to the fuckery. Also, I didn't text my mom this week, and I told her I was going to message her more. So I'll message her today when I finish this. I already, right? You see the obligation they give me? So I always find that weird, because it's like, how you gonna abuse me for my whole life and then be like, you should text me more? You know, you could also text me. You cannot raise your child in complete and utter isolation to the point where you come home and you're on the phone every day and won't talk to them, but then you want them to talk to you. This is literally what my life is like. Like, I get hurt, and then people expect me to not be hurt, and not act like I'm hurt, and just not be hurt. Like, how am I supposed to be comfortable texting my mom every week just to let her know I'm okay, when she was the reason I was never okay, to the point where I wanted to run the fuck away from her? And now I'm away, and you want me to engage? What? What? Someone make it make sense. Someone come rearrange fucking reality so that shit makes sense. 'Cause it don't. It cray-cray. Seek help for how cray-cray that is. To the point where I don't even want my children to know you, because I don't want you to normalize any form of fucking abuse. And yet you want me to message you every day? Not every day. And I don't understand how it don't. I do understand. I have a lot of psychological information, a lot of knowledge on psychology, so I know why it's like this. It's just stupid. It's stupid. And I don't know what to do, except, I don't know. I promise you, if I disappear off the face of the earth, like, if I just stop responding to text messages or delete all my apps and all that shit, no one's gonna notice. No one's gonna care. The fuck they gonna do? Show up? No. It's like I always think about it every month. I'm like, should I even pay my phone bill? Should I? Literally the only person that calls me is my therapist. Well, Adonis texts me almost every day. Even if I don't respond. He still texts me the next few days, like clockwork. Can always count on him to remind me that somebody's thinking of me. So I guess I'll just go live my little shaman life and have my friend Adonis. My roommate said the little village down the hill, and Adonis is my friend. I don't know, but we can't really have like those in-depth conversations. I can't. I don't really know what I should deem friendship as. Anyway, I guess. I would like to be able to have conversations with people. I would like to not be alone every time I'm upset. Even to the point where it's like, you could text somebody and then they won't respond for a long period of time. Or if you like, hey, I'm upset, and they usually take longer to get back to you. But I mean, I don't know. Usually every situation always escalates because I just want someone to like physically be there. I'm so goddamn alone. I spend so much time alone. And I just want someone to like be there. Like, you know, for once I just want to be held. But fuck it. That's not gonna happen, so I don't know. Guess it's time to go get me a Malamute. I wonder if they breed Malamutes in... I'm trying to remember if that's the right breed. Yeah, no, it's Malamute, because Maltese is what I used to confuse it for, and those are two completely different dogs. Go get me a Malamute. I wonder if they breed Malamutes and pit bulls. And for those that don't know, a Malamute is like a giant husky. It's like if you were to take two huskies and combine them into one dog, and you'd have a Malamute. Or maybe even a Newfoundland, which is like a bear. But it's not a bear, it's just a dog. It's just a bear-sized dog. A small bear-sized dog. Unless that one dog I know, that one Newfoundland, I can't remember her name right now. Oh, Maggie, I think it is. Unless Maggie is a small Malamute. Not Malamute. Newfoundland. I love big dogs. If she was here right now, there would be no room for me on this mattress. I would literally have to like double it out, because she would take up the whole thing. Y'all, I'm crazy depressed right now, talking about all this loneliness and accepting the loneliness. It's just the fact that I can't rely on people when I'm upset. That's really scary for me, because when I get upset, it's dark. And it's not even as gotten. It's been for the longest time. I think it started after I started cutting. But I literally have to like disassociate to bring myself out of these things sometimes. You just have to like split personalities so that somebody's there, you know? But even that doesn't work, because then it's like, how are you gonna hold my hand? Nigga, they're both my hands. I am aware of the fact that you are comforting me with my own body. And that's tough. Because it would be nice if it was the touch of someone else. But I don't know, I'm not even used to the feeling of another person. Like I was laying here yesterday morning, and my roommate's dog was like next to me. I'm trying to go to sleep and I have my arm over her, and I'm just like anxious, because it's like I'm feeling her breathing, and I'm like trying to assess if she's calm or how she's feeling. I'm like, I don't know if she's comfortable with this. I don't know how she feels about me having my arm over her. She seems cool. But, like, I don't know, am I too heavy? If I, like, stop focusing on not making my arm heavy, am I focusing on making my arm not heavy? Am I gonna, like, get comfortable? And my arm's gonna get heavier? Oh my god. And then the feeling of, like, another living being pressed up against me is just like, oh my god, there's another person here. Let me not breathe too hard so I don't, like, expand my chest and push them too far away. Let me not do this. And then the feeling of their energy so close to mine is stressing me out. Or stressing me out just thinking about it. I'm so not used to, like, human interaction. I'm so not used to interaction. I mean, I guess I'm used to dog interaction. I'm weird with, like, dogs I'm not, like, comfortable with. Which is, like, I don't know. Like, if you've ever seen me with Hershey, I'm comfortable with him. But he's also, like, a pup. So you have to be comfortable with pups. Because they're just gonna, like, run up on you and be like, oh, I love you. Let me show you. But I'm not really comfortable with a lot of, like, creatures. Crane is still pretty skittish and whatnot, so I'm still don't know how to be with her, you know? It's not like Cthulhu where you can just, like, pick her up, throw her around. I know what everything means. I know, like, how to tell her things. Like, I know if I just put food in her bowl, let her sniff the food on my hand. Not like the food in my hand, like my hand after I put the food in it. It's gonna smell like cat food. And then she knows there's food in her bowl. Half the time I know she'll, like, run over to the bed and stare at me, and I'm like, what? Is your bowl empty? And her bowl will be empty. So, like, we can communicate very well. I know what to do and what not to do with her. I know what she's comfortable with, not comfortable with, all that shit. But, like, it takes time to get that, like, that with another animal. And God forbid if humans, can't tell you nothing about no human, to the point where it's like half the time I don't even retain information about people because it's like, oh, you're just gonna leave after some time anyway. Or it's like, do I even need to know you? Do you know me? Are you ever gonna know me intimately enough to justify the fact that I know you intimately? Because it's like, why intimately know someone if they're not gonna intimately know you? Then I'm just gonna feel more isolated and I'm just gonna feel like a loser. Because then it's like, it's one thing for somebody to be like, oh yeah, Alex is into Nendos. It's another to be like, yeah, Alex is really into Nendos. They've been wanting that Shigaraki Nendo. They just haven't bought it yet. And also, they'd probably really like the All Might Nendo, because All Might is cool and they really like All Might, you know? But also, they don't like Miku, but I heard that they did like that one Miku. You know? Shit like that. Specifics. And it's like, why know specifics if they aren't gonna know you? I don't really know. I don't think anybody really knows my interest like that, as open as I am with it. But I know me, and I love me, and I'm here for me, and I'm my friend, and I love me, and I'm my lover, and I'm married to me. One of these rings signifies, not this one. It's either this one or this one. One, well, duh. Because they're on my ring fingers. But one is to me and one is to God. I can't remember which is which. This one's probably to God. Or is it this one? Because this one's more naturey. Either way, it's the same thing. Literally the same thing. Not like I can remember our anniversary, though. It's had to have been like 2-3 years that we've been together. But I'm possibly the worst partner. Yeah. I don't really listen to me. I do, but I don't know. I want to trust others. Because I know that I don't know everything. I don't know a lot. But people know more than me. That's why I keep getting scammed. And that's literally why I keep getting scammed, because it's like I don't know what's going on. Like when I be calling for help, and then they be like, "Yeah, we're gonna help you," but really they just want to take my money, and I'm just like, I don't know how the process goes, so I want to trust you, and then I don't know if bad like accidents happen, and we can make it better. But no, you gotta remember, there are more demons in human clothing than genuine humans. So I don't know. From now on, I'm just gonna be the cockiest bitch you've ever seen. Me above everything. I'm gonna forget. I'm just gonna assume everyone's a Neanderthal until proven otherwise. It's like everyone is stupid and everyone knows nothing. I know everything. Nope, that's stupid. That's ignorant. Everyone is stupid and knows nothing. Only God knows everything. I don't know everything. I meant to say, I don't know everything. I only know what I know, and even what I know is subjective. But humans are stupid, and demon, and evil. There's supposed to be an S at the end of demons. So I don't trust them. That sounds like a sad life. But hey! Shout out to the light workers I know, thank God for y'all. So at least I'm not starting at 0. Not every male is terrible and evil because Adonis exists, which is an ironic name for such a pure baby. And not all females are bitches, because Atia, who identifies as female, is pretty great, and Dana's pretty great, and Jade is pretty great. We may all be flawed humans, but they are pure beings, pure babies, who are just trying to do the best they can. Hope is alive. So I guess I'm gonna go. I'm just contemplating how, like, I was gonna go say start my journey into isolation. But then the realization of you're probably gonna have to get comfortable with silence. And then that made me very uncomfortable because I watch a lot of YouTube videos. But, however, these days I've been going extended periods of time without smoking and extended periods of time. And when I say extended periods of time without watching YouTube videos, I mean like half an hour. Which is better. It's in like literally like, well, maybe not even half an hour. Sometimes I'll sit there and I'll like really focus on what I'm doing to the point where I just like don't put something on. But I'm usually almost always watching YouTube videos. That's why my data is so high. It'd probably be even worse if you looked at my phone's algorithm for how long I spend watching YouTube. I think it's like 17 hours a day. I need a lot of distractions. Otherwise, my mind just bounces everywhere. Because, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know. It could be a little autistic, could have ADHD. Who the fuck knows? Nobody ever wants to listen to me, so fuck if I'll ever get diagnosed, let alone have a conversation with a professional who would be able to confirm or deny, and or, you know, confirm or deny if I have it, and or confirm or deny my suspicions if I should be concerned. But whatever, God forbid we go into this field to take people serious and help with shit. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Maybe I was talked long enough and my Amazon package has arrived and I can play with glitters and other nail decals. And since I have some fancy resin and some fake nails, maybe I can make pretty fake nails and put them on and use UV to make fancy designs on those fake nails and then stick them in the UV light. I probably won't do that because it's hard to art with long nails. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if I sharpen them because I like to wear them with the stiletto point, which is you sharpen them to a point so they're kind of like claws. But if you do it so that the point only exceeds over your fingertip, you don't really lose mobility of your hands. Which reminds me, my nails are usually a little bit longer than this. They all broke a little while ago. My nails have been growing really long during quarantine, but they break a lot. I should probably drink more water, eat more food. Yeah, definitely eat more food. I wonder if I put some blueberries and grapes and some strawberry yogurt in a blender with some vanilla almond milk. Will that taste good? Maybe. Maybe I'll find out. Goodbye. Till next time, Intonation. Know that you are loved by this guy. Like, genuinely. Like, unconditionally accepted. Like, if you are sad and you need somebody to talk to, hit up my inbox because I'm not going to send you to a self-help a suicide hotline that is going to hang up on you and potentially lead to the loss of somebody who actually gives a fuck and watches my videos. So, sure, that seems selfish, but at the end of the day, you get somebody to talk to who actually gives a damn because, I ain't got nothing better to do besides be there for people and help people make their lives better because that's literally one of my only purposes in life. So, if we could just, symbiotically have this relationship, that would mean everything to me. So, bye. Till next time. Mwah.